Good morning, children. In the previous class, I taught you about backup and restore, about the different email spams and how to avoid them. Today, we'll continue the chapter about malware or malicious malware. Let me share the screen with you. Okay, I've taught you about backup and restore and email spams and what should you do to avoid becoming a victim. Okay, now we are going to learn about malware. What is malware? Malware, the short term for it is malicious software. Okay, and it is a software that disrupts the computer operation. This type of virus, it stops the computer operation. You're not able to use the computer because of this malware being or this virus being in your computer. This type of malware also gathers very sensitive information and they gain unauthorized access over your computer. And they can do anything once this malware is installed into your computer. Okay, the malware is generally termed use description. It is a software or it's a code specially designed to exploit your computer or the data that it contains. So in this malware, it can even damage all the information that is there on your computer, and it can access your data too without your consent. To avoid malware, what other steps should you follow? The steps that should be, the measures that should be taken to avoid malware. First, see that you always keep a secure security software always updated. Your software, your antivirus or your security software, when you your mobile phone also updates with its new security and it shows security code change. So see that it's always updated. Don't click on any links or don't open any attachments in your mail, especially the ones that you don't know. Unless you know, do not open it. And definitely if you know who sent it, then your personal information you can open. Otherwise, do not open attachments. It might contain a type of virus, which can be a malware. And then always download your softwares or install your softwares from websites that are trusted and websites that you know. And whenever you're using the computer, if you find a pop-up, it's a pop-up blocker. So don't try to click on those blockers. Don't try to click on their links that pop up because they contain such type of virus. Always back up your data that you have created on a regular basis. So even if you get any virus that gets installed in your computer, you won't lose your data. As I told you how to back up and restore your data, you always have a option of keeping your data safe. Now, how would you detect if your computer is being affected by a malicious software or a malware? You find that your computer starts slowing down, and or else your computer can crash, it doesn't on at all, or your display keeps on repeating an error message where it does not allow you to shut down the computer, neither that it allows you to restart the computer. So these are some unusual behaviors that you see with your monitor. So what are the things that happens? Your computer can slow down or it can crash. It can display an error message saying that you're not able to shut down or there are some applications open, and and sometimes maybe when you shut down and you try to restart, it does not restart. Then the next thing is the display web pages you didn't intend to visit. Maybe you have visited pages that were for your project or your schoolwork, but then suddenly when you are using your Google, whatever homepage you have, when you open it, you start, and when you're using your applications, you see that some type of web pages opens on its end, and then they start sending emails to you, and then some emails they are replying that you have not even just created any email or didn't send any email, but you get unexpected emails, and different types of toolbar automatically starts setting up in your, when you're using your home page. So these are some of the things which help you to understand that there is a virus in your system. So the next, so this thing is your web page. Some pages that you have not visited will start just popping up, and you have not sent any emails, you didn't write any new emails, but you start getting uh, some replies like that, or you get unexpected tools popping up. Now then the next one is new and unexpected icons also come on your desktop. Like a shortcut, it appears on your desktop. When such applications that you didn't install and they start popping up on your desktop, you should know that your computer is being affected or infected by the malware. Sometimes you also get sudden and repeated changes in your computer's internet homepage. Your homepage, it opens as Google, but then after that it stops opening as Google and it opens something else opens. So when there is a change in your homepage, you should understand that the malware, some type of virus is entered your computer. Also, the last thing that could happen to your computers, you charge your computer totally full. So your backup would definitely give you around 6 to 7 hours if you're on a laptop, in even more actually. But if your battery is going to drain out very quickly, and then you should know that the virus is in your computer, and see that you take immediate action by just loading an antivirus and so on. So these are some of the measures that you should avoid, and some the things that help you to detect whether a malware is there in your computer. Clear? Let's go to the next one. The next topic is about your mobile security. All of you must be using your mobile, your smartphones. Okay, you know the applications that your the company gives you. If you have Samsung or Apple, whatever it is, they have their own uh, applications installed into your computer, and so you'll know what are the things. Now mobile security, in this thing you should see that your device is updated automatically. You actually get an information say once in 15 days or 1 month at least, stating that you need to update your computer, and all automatically the the code changes. So this is an update which is done regularly, and you will see that you should enable the encryption. This encryption is automatically updated once you have your Wi-Fi installed. You'll be learning about it in your very next slide. So encryption, I already told what is encryption. Encryption is a thing that protects all your information when you're sending it from your phone to another person. So all your information is encrypted, and if anybody wants to read all your important information, they cannot read it. When they read it, it'll only be detected as ciphers or zeros or some other type of characters. They cannot read your your information that you send over your phone, especially through your WhatsApp. You find it that it's encrypted. So only to the person that you send, that person can open your information, and automatically it gets decrypted, and he can read or she can read the information. Also use a passcode. There are for every type of application, you have a code that you could install and protect all your applications. Do not use public Wi-Fi. We'll be taking all these topics one by one in detail to learn. Definitely you should not use your the Wi-Fi in a public place, because everybody is using the same Wi-Fi, and they could just and especially if you're putting in your password, your ATM number or your code, your credit card number, whatever it is automatically hacked if you are in a public place like the railway station or your airport or whatever, bus stand, where there is public Wi-Fi, or even in a restaurant. Always see that you install any applications that you require. Please install it from a trusted source or a trusted, trusted site. Always disable unwanted services when they are not in use. You may have downloaded many of the applications, because you get many applications that are there in your when you're using your mobile phone. Many applications that you like, you can just download it. But then when it's not in services, see that you uh, disable those services. You need so it won't be in use, and nobody can come into your computer even if there are any chances. Now let's see, first we told about Wi-Fi security. This is called, Wi-Fi means wireless fidelity. The full form for Wi-Fi is wireless fidelity. Now how are you going to your personal Wi-Fi network? How do you secure it? How do you protect your sensitive information over the Wi-Fi? First, remember always to turn on your encryption. Always remember to turn on your encryption. Encrypted information, they always appear as encoded information, and it cannot be easily decrypted if it is intercepted. Intercepted means if anybody is trying to read it before it reaches you, or even if you have not opened maybe the information reached you, but somebody is trying to check what information. This is called as interception, but they cannot decrypt it when your encryption is activated. Now, when you open your mobile phone and you click on the Wi-Fi option, you have Wi-Fi on and off in your settings. When you click on the Wi-Fi, when you're on your Wi-Fi or off your Wi-Fi, whatever it is, you click on the Wi-Fi, you will see the security that you are getting. One is called as actually you get WPA and WPA2. So WEP is wired equivalent privacy. It's termed as WEP, wired equivalent privacy. It is a security, it's an algorithm for basically for this Institute of Electronic Engineering. It's a wireless network for them. And they have, actually it's used by, it's a very high type of, security. So this IEEE 802.11, this is a Wi-Fi for the Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. It's a wireless network. Its intention is to provide data confidentially comparable to that of a traditional Wi-Fi network. So this is not for your ordinary network like you and me are using. The Wi-Fi what we are using, it comes under WPA and WPA2. This is for people who really need very high confidential and high security. Then they use this WEP. Coming to the next type of security, that is Wi-Fi protected access, WPA. The WPA and Wi-Fi protected access 2, WPA2. These two security protocols and security certificate programs, they are developed by the Wi-Fi people, the Wi-Fi Alliance they call. They are, to secure your wireless computer network. So your network, so that nobody tries to get into your network and check all your data or information. They have given you these two protections. You want, you can check in your cell phone by clicking on your Wi-Fi. And then when your Wi-Fi is on, just click on it. You can find these two protected access, and then you can go in advance also and check how it works. So I hope you understood about WEP, WPA, and WPA2. And most commonly used type of Wi-Fi protected access is your WPA2. It's most effective encrypted standards of Wi-Fi. Actually, both are installed for us in the mobile phone, WPA and WPA2. Going to the next step, prevent others from accessing your network. Everybody must be having an internet at home. Yeah, all must be having fiber, whatever type of or Airtel, whatever type of network or Wi-Fi you have. How do you protect this thing? How do you prevent others from accessing your network? First and for all, activate the router's firewall. I told you every computer has a firewall where you can just put on the activation on, and automatically any information that comes in which is a spam and it is not useful for you, immediately it gives up a pop-up information saying that do not open this mail or do not download such a type of app. So activate the router's firewall both in the actual and virtual world. That is, virtual world, that is when you are on the net, A firewall is a barrier intended to confine and restrict a hazard. So it does not allow wrong information to just get into your computer. It warns you. Next one, always see that you change the router's default password. When the people, they install the router into your homes, you actually get a default password. And if you ask them, of course, you can put on your own password and you can keep changing your password. Actually, you should be changing your password because the password for your router is the key to administrating devices setting on your router. So other devices also almost set to the same password. They don't just get new password. There'll be so many people, they are going to activate the internet. So better if you put your own password. So many wireless routers come with default passwords that others also automatically come to know because they also have internet facilities, or they will be able to easily figure out your password. So always see that you change your router to a unique combination, a password which has a combination of letters, numbers, symbols. Then only you'll know, and you can be ensured that you are having a protected, um, you know, Wi-Fi password. Okay. So here, change the password to your router to a unique combination of letters, numbers, and symbols that only you know, in order to ensure that you will be the only one who holds the key to your router. What about public Wi-Fi networks, children? I told you already, it is very wrong to use a public network Wi-Fi, because a public Wi-Fi network, it has much less control over the security of the information that is transmitted. So all are on the Wi-Fi, on the same Wi-Fi, and they can access your important information. For this reason, consumers are at risk when they transmit sensitive information. When you are transmitting or sending very sensitive information, what are the informations that are sensitive? Your credit card number, your password of whatever it is, your whatever you open, whatever applications you open, or you're opening your cell phone itself with a password. So you are doing this over a public network, and which is very dangerous. So there's a picture here, dangerous Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi, but it's dangerous. So never open your Wi-Fi in public or use a public Wi-Fi. Okay, that's the end of your lesson. Let's go through the worksheet. The worksheet says unsolicited commercial emails can be termed as, which are not, they are spams. Which is the most effective encrypted Wi-Fi? There are two, WPA and WPA2. WPA2 is most effective, and it is now, it's given for all your the common Wi-Fi users. Okay. Dash has much less control over the security of the information that is transmitted. That is public Wi-Fi. Never use it. Dash information is encoded information that cannot be easily decrypted when intercepted. That's your encrypted information cannot be decrypted. Dash was removed in Windows 8.2. This Windows 7 file and recovery, it was removed from Windows 7 and put into Windows 8, where you will just transfer information from 7 to 8, whatever is there. And for expand the following, Wi-Fi means wireless fidelity, WEP means wired equivalent privacy, WPA means Wi-Fi protected access, IEEE is Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. Malware is also known as molecular software. What should you back up? You definitely have to back up your business records, important data, your emails, your address book, calendar, and other information that is of value. What is system restore? System restore, it's on both 7 and 8. It's a function that where automatically the system backs up all important features or your application that you are commonly using. It creates a backup copies of your important system files and your program files when you install the hardware drive. And then you can, so that even if your system gets, corrupted, you can always, or it becomes unstable, you can always restore it back from the restore place. Then write about WPA. WPA full form is Wi-Fi protected access. And there is also Wi-Fi protected access too, and both are the security protocols and security. They are certified by Wi-Fi people. It's a program developed by the Wi-Fi people, and they secure all your wireless computer networks. So you're using, so the Wi-Fi for, if the Wi-Fi is installed in your house, so many people are using the Wi-Fi for so many systems. So Wi-Fi 2 is the most common encrypted standards of Wi-Fi. So this Wi-Fi is a thing that encrypts all it has an option of encrypting all your information that comes in. So always update uh, your system always when they say update, you please update it. What about public Wi-Fi networks? I already told you public Wi-Fi, there's much less control over the security of your information that you're transmitting. And you're at a risk of transmitting very important information like your credit card numbers and password if you use it in a public Wi-Fi. What measures should you take to avoid malware? Always keep the security software updated. Don't click on any links or any attachments that come into your email and which are sent to you and you don't know about them. Don't install or download any software from any type of website except for reliable website or trusted website. And use a pop-up blocker. Whenever a pop-up comes up, see that there's an option where you can just block the pop-up. So block all pop-ups and don't try to open their links in the pop-up. This is your puzzle. I found out 8. Maybe you can find 9 and 10. They have only given 5 here, but you can add all of them. You can see I found email, WEP, filter, router, internet, and spam, malware, backup. Maybe many others are there. Another 2 at least you find out. Okay, children. I think that's all for now. Hope you understood your lesson well. Complete all your homework because you need to submit it for your 10th class board exam. I'll be taking your books by the first week of January. See that you complete all the chapters and submit it so that you get your marks for your board exam. Thank you for now. Have a nice day.